together we're going to complete the problem on this worksheet, but you are not getting a copy of this worksheet, so as you need to, just pause the video to copy down the question into your notebook, and then start the video back up when you're ready, and we'll go over some of the questions together, and then keep pausing, okay, and starting it back up, just to make sure that you have this problem written down in your workbook, or in your notebook, because you are going to see these types of questions, so you want to make sure that you have examples to look back at. Okay, so it says at the top, the world population in 2000 was approximately 6.08 billion. The annual rate of increase was about 1.26%. Find the growth factor of the world population. Okay, so here when we're doing exponential growth and decay functions, because we're not given a table, we're going to use either the function y equals c parentheses 1 plus r to the t, or y equals c times 1 minus r to the t, okay, from our notes. That's a t, it doesn't really look like a t, okay? So what we want to do here is we want to put this information into the equation. It says a rate of increase, so that means it's a growth, okay, and it says here growth factor, so we need to use the one with the plus. So y equals, it starts off with 6.08 billion, so we'll say 6.08 parentheses 1 plus, now remember, in our notes we talked about how this r value is a rate, okay, and it's going to be given to us as a percent, and we want to change it to a decimal. So 1.26% as a decimal, we move it 2 places to the left, and we get 0.0126. So plus 0.0126 to the t value, because I don't know the time. So our growth factor is going to be what's inside this parenthesis here, 1 plus 0.0126, which is 1.0126. It says, suppose the rate of increase continues to be 1.26%. Write a function to model the world population. So the function that you could write is either the function we've created here, or we can simplify that function and we can use that growth factor from part A and write it as 1.0126 to the x power. And then here it says, let x be the number of years past the year 2000. Find the world population in 2010. So x is the number of years past 2000. So in 2010, we are 10 years past. So x is going to equal 10, and we're going to plug 10 in for x here. So y equals 6.08 times 1.0126 to the 10th power. We plug this into our calculator. 6.08 times 1.0126 to the 10th power. And we get 6.89, 2 decimal places again is fine. So y equals 6.89, and we're talking about population, and our population was in billions, so it's billion. So here is our next question. Again, it's very similar. It says a computer valued at $6,500 depreciates at a rate of 14.3% per year. Depreciate means that it's going down, or decay. So we're going to use that second function, that y equals c parentheses 1 minus r to the t. Decay is minus, growth is plus. So to write a function, y equals, the c value is what we start with, 6,500, parentheses 1 minus, our percent is 14.3%. So to turn it into a decimal, we go 2 places to the left, and we get 0.143 to the x power. And we can simplify this parenthesis and say that it's y equals 6500 times 1 minus 0.143 is 0.857 to the x power. So this would be our equation. Then in part B it says find the value after 3 years. 3 years, so x equals 3. We're going to plug 3 into x. Y equals 6500 times 0.857 to the third power. And we get 4091.25. We're talking about money, so it's okay to have 2 decimal places here. And that would be our answer. We're not going to do that question number 3 at the bottom. Okay, so just make sure that you have both of these examples copied down into your notes so that you have it to refer back to when you are doing your classworks and homeworks.